Hey there, my name is Dr. Knott. This is Steve Jackson's Sorcery Part 4, and today we're probably gonna die. So let's just get it over with, and die, and then restart from a long, long time ago. But alas, we will try to survive too. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, here we go. Let's just see what happens. You follow the path southwards once more. The chasm yawns open on your right-hand side. The sky is already beginning to warm in the east. The rope bridge leads back south across the dizzying ravine. There is nowhere to shelter out here. Okay, let's keep going. During the past day, you have become weaker, lost a little gold, -1, explored the caves of High Zaman, ascended into the peaks of the Zanzunus, and met Libra, the goddess of justice and the long peace. The Archmage is aware of you. Oh. Okay. And we're dead. You leave the bridge behind and make your way around the edge of the chasm. It must be morning by now. You have been awake all night and are weaker for it. Physically, you are exhausted. You drop to your knees, unable to go on. The journey has been too much for you. Your adventure is at an end. Or is it? Alright, we're going backwards. Oop. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're going... Whoa. Oh yeah, that's over here. Cool. Nope, we're still going backwards. We're gonna go all the way back to when we first... Right here. Approaching the caves. We're at 4 stamina here. We have to try to do something. Okay. So the caves with little interest. Let's cast a spell. We know that the... Let's enter a cave. We know that the hoofprint one is not good. The shallow cave, I think, is... One requires, like, boldness, and the other one requires strength. So let's try the large cave. Let's just see... I mean, we might as well. We rewound all the way to here. So, you approach the cave mouth and peer inside. It seems to stretch back a long way. You pause to sniff the air. There is a faint, foul smell coming from within. Just go and see. You take a few more steps into the mouth of the cave. The cave quickly opens into a wide chamber. You stop a short distance inside and look around, waiting for your eyes to adjust to the dark. You make your way into the back of the cave, which grows gloomier with every step. Then, suddenly, your foot kicks something soft. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You feel carefully downwards, and your hand encounters something gentle. Fur. A moment later, something looms forward, catching you with a heavy blow across the chest. You hit the floor gasping. The creature in the cave roars at you, claws outstretched. You have mere moments to react. I'm going to draw my sword. What the hell is this, a skunk? Going all out on this fearsome creature. It's got 9 stamina, we have 3. Oh, it's a skunk bear. It has 2 weapons, its long claws and its terrible smell. Killing it quickly will be your best chance to avoid losing your last meal. Are you serious? You swing your sword in a mighty arc, but the skunk bear is cautious. It stops and bats at the clawed paw, hoping to knock away your blade. Its fur is thick with blood and scratches. It squeaks and snuffles, standing up onto its hind legs. We're not going to be able to do this. Oh my god. Alright. You can almost smell the creature growing enraged, and duck quickly into a crouch. Emitting a terrible smell like a graveyard had been dumped around you, the skunk bear thumps forward, unleashing a terrible stench as it comes near. You find yourself gasping for breath. The foul smell around the beast is the stench of the grave. It beats the air with its furry tail. Got it. -3, but we're done here. You rise and attack. Rushing forward across the dirt, you charge at the skunk bear just as it comes for you. You cut its attack down. The skunk bear emits a new, terrible odor. The smell of fear, perhaps? Evidently afraid of you, it rears back, claws raised. Let's just go. Standing firm, you swing a mighty blow at the skunk bear, but it has read your intention and drops in a crouch. It grunts as it lumbers back. It wraps its tail tightly around its furry body, and we're done. Alright. Let's succumb. Alright, so we know what's here. Skunk bear. I'm not even reading this. We smell the grave as our last experience. Alright, now let's check the Small cave. Shallow cave. You approach the smallest cave mouth and kneel down to peer inside. You might be able to crawl inside, but it would be a tight squeeze. You call a wordless greeting into the cave mouth, listening for the echo, ready to react should you disturb any creatures. Nothing stirs. As your eyes adjust to the darkness within, you can see that beyond the entrance, the space opens out somewhat. Let's just go inside. Moving quickly, you crawl into the mouth of the cave. You are barely through the entrance to the cave when a terrible howling noise booms around the tiny chamber. You go to draw your sword, but there is not enough room to draw it comfortably. As you fumble and tug at the blade, the howl comes again, almost deafening you. Let's wait and see. What in the hell is... Oh my god. You wait a moment, and slowly your eyes adjust to the dark. But you can still see nothing in the chamber. Suddenly, a tiny creature brushes your leg. This thing. The thing is a jib-jib. Is this from like Alice in Wonderland? No more dangerous than an overgrown mouse. Covered in fur and no larger than a bamba fruit, it stands on two duck-like feet. Its body must be mostly lungs, as despite its size, when it howls, it makes a noise like a horn. You leave the creature. It howls a few more times, but is beginning to realize you are not afraid. A moment later, it scurries away out of the cave. The cave appears otherwise empty. This would be a dry, well-protected place to rest if it was nighttime, but it is too early to sleep. Are you... Time to move on. Mompang awaits. Alright, so we'll come back here, I guess, to rest. I don't know. So the sun is like, it's like noon right now. The steps are becoming wider as the path turns to follow the edge of the deep chasm. So we've kind of already read this. We're going to just cross the bridge. We can't go this way. This cave is unfortunate because I can't waste time, and that would be a great place to sleep. Just pray for aid to the gorilla and make a move. I'm gonna drop a coin because we did that last time and we were fine. I don't know if that did anything, but let's just keep going. This is what we did last time. We made it across just fine. We prayed to the gorilla and dropped a coin over the edge. So, let's keep going east. We can't afford to get caught out here with less stamina. Alright, so let's look at the tower and I'll start reading again. The tower seems to have fallen into disrepair, but its profile is familiar enough. It is the same as the towers that guarded the Bachlands. There are 3 ways to go from here. So we can go to the ruined tower, go up along the pass. I think we need to get up to this as fast as possible. So I'm gonna go this way. I don't know what this gold circle is here, but I'm probably gonna find out here. The trail winds through the mountain. You follow it until a sight ahead makes you stop. Higher up the rocky cliffs perches a strange structure made of twigs, branches, and moss. It looks like a huge bird's nest perched on a side stone ledge. If you were to climb the rock face up to it, you could easily fit inside. No. You put the nest out of your thoughts and keep going. That's no. We're not gonna get trapped in that. You head down a slight incline. Mompang looms into view once more. It is as though these mountain passes had been carved to ensure no one approaching could forget the Citadel's looming presence. Looking at the path ahead, you see the ground appear to buckle where a sharp rock rim rises out of the ground. Before you lies a deep crater, as though an entire mountain peak had been scooped away. You will have to find a way across. The wind picks up as the evening draws on. It will be night soon. Let's get into that crater. You climb over the rim of the crater, then you skid and slide several feet down the rough slope, finally landing on what appears to be a path. You are uninjured, but there is no way back up. A path leads down into the crater here. Another trail leads north to south around the rim. There is no time to waste. Oh, okay. So this is the ridge we're like on. I don't know. Let's get in here. Let's see what this is about. The sun is sinking. and the sky is turning bruised purple. Soon it will be dark once more. You follow the trail until it becomes lost under a thick scrub. Nope, not going through the scrub. You follow the trail. A thin plume of smoke rises to the east. From what you can make out, the smoke seems to be rising steadily, but thinly. It is more like mist than smoke from a bonfire. You slip onwards through the crater. No smoke. The building. You pass by a low stone building in the wastes. The sun is now sinking down. The wind washes through the upper story, and gripweed and yellow bright spark peer out from the shattered windows. The building was perhaps once an inn, perhaps a trading post, perhaps a place for guides to welcome newcomers to the great fortress beyond. But now it has crumbled to half its state. The bright spark? You pluck a sprig of bright spark. It has bright yellow flowers, but it is completely useless as most wild plants are, so quickly you toss it aside to wither. Okay. Put a hand on the frame as you step through the listing doorway. Do I hear my heartbeat? You enter the crumbling building. It is missing its roof, so you're exposed to the sky. Great. With great care, you search the rest of the room, but find nothing of interest. The building is quite empty, but carved on one wall is what appears to be a scratched message. You read over the message. Third that the Throben doors is L of Invis. Curious. There's nothing more to find here. Slip outside of the aged building and back into the light. Can't we stay there or something? Like, so third spell that's the Throben doors. Something is well of is invisible. Something, I don't know. Interesting. Let's go over here. Use of silver weapons. Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's exactly what we just saw. And yes, we know that it can harm the undead. You step back out onto the trail and look around once more. Paths lead in several directions. Let's go check out the smoke. Maybe there's a bonfire? I don't know. I know this is like the mist, though. You break from the trail and head across the loose dirt towards the rising smoke. The sun has almost set, and the sky is a deep pink. It will be dark soon. The air begins to get warm. Sweat trickles down your back as you get closer to what appears to be a crack deep in the earth. Oh, cool. It's like hot springs or something. You make your way carefully to the fissure's edge. It is almost pleasantly warm here, with soft moss underneath your feet. Superheated steam bursts up every few minutes with a hiss. There is something else on the air, too. Sounds of the wind, surely, not voices. Oh, yes! You grab the portion of raw meat you have been carrying and roast it in the fire. The smell makes your empty belly groan and grumble. Yes. You tear into the hunk of meat. It is rich and delicious and highly nourishing. Straining to listen, you make out distinct voices coming from deep inside the vent. It is like standing on a balcony above a room full of whispering people, all crowding for attention at the edge of your hearing. How can anyone survive down there? The voices mutter and curse. The vent is a jagged crack into the earth. Black stone is deeply cut. Strange shapes flicker within the rising jets of steam, seemingly murmuring. There are no creatures near the vent, despite the warmth it provides. Who's there? You call out. The voices become louder in response, crowding over each other, but they are speaking a language you do not recognize. Air cools as you move away from the vent. I don't know what to do with that. Well, we got some stamina off that. That is huge. There's a building over here, too. This is the... I guess this whole area, like this, is like the crater. Look how close we are already. I mean, to the gate, and then we have to get all the way up there. What's this? The wall's broken over here? Interesting. Let's go up. You follow the length of the cracked fissure until you find yourself on the trail. At the base of the curving crater rim, there is no way across the fissure, but the path leads in either direction past it. Climb the ridge in the middle of the night. You make your way up the curved, dusty rim of the crater. An open path leads forwards and up. The skyline is suddenly dominated by the looming specter of Mompang. Night has fallen. You should find somewhere safe to sleep, for if you keep going through the night, you will be weaker for it. Spellbound by its presence, your eyes follow the lines of the Citadel's walls. Gnarled spires twist upwards towards the sky as if in agonized prayers to the heavens. Sharp angles and jagged points protrude everywhere. Demonic gargoyles line the outside walls. Despite shivering at the sight of the Citadel, you feel yourself compelled to step forwards. Still, perhaps it would be best to approach it well rested, and you cannot sleep here. Let's check this out. You follow the path around the north side of the crater. Moonlight covers everything. You soon come within sight of a low hut topped with a bell. From here you can make out little of the hut, apart from the bell house above the roof, and the rope that snakes down inside. You would do well to find somewhere safe to rest. You approach the hut, squinting against the dust in hope of spotting any danger. It has wide windows and empty doorways, allowing the wind to whip right through. The wind gently swings the bell on the roof. The hut seems deserted. Nothing moves inside. You wait, watching to see if anything stirs inside, but no one moves. You slip into the empty-seeming hut. I'm sure it's empty. Not. You approach the hut and step inside. It is as silent as a tomb. Just sleep here. We don't need to search. This place is clearly long abandoned and should be a sheltered and quiet spot to spend the night. You lay yourself down. At least you have eaten once already today. You do not need to eat again to avoid hunger, but more food will make you stronger. Or you're stronger. Sleep, yes. 9. You close your eyes and let your tiredness overtake you. You feel quite safe here, and you do not dream. So we dream if we're not feeling safe. Alright, so the Archmage is aware of us. You pick yourself up to your feet and brush down your tunic. Let's search now. Before leaving, you search the corners of the hut thoroughly and uncover 2 vials of potion wrapped in an oily cloth. Blimberry! There's also a wiry, green-haired wig near the mattress in the corner. One can only surmise what it is doing there. Yes, take it, because you know a spell needs that. I forget which spell, but we remember there's one spell that needs the green wig. You put the wig into your pack, stuffing the loose threads down to tidy them away. You slip quickly out of the hut once more. So I'm almost partial to just take the Blimberry now. Yes, alright. So this is our food for today. I think... Let's go a little further. Let's keep going. Alright, time to continue, blah 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 blah. Along the path. You follow the path all the way around the crater to the far side. An open path leads forwards and up. The air stirs a little, still cold, but fresh at least. Despite shivering at the sight of the Citadel, you feel yourself compelled to step forwards. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get out of the crater. You clamber up the far slope of the crater until you are on the main road once more. You creep forwards into the narrow rock pass. This is the only corridor to Some of these, like, phrases and sentences are pretty tongue-twistery. This is the only corridor to Mompang. There's no other way. And a lot of these proper nouns are very difficult to pronounce. You make your way slowly forward, as the narrow walls close in on either side. A few clouds move across the heavens. The path stretches on in front of you, curving very slightly as it approaches the rising Citadel. The road is barely wide enough for a cart, and the mountains tower on either side. An avalanche could bury you in a moment. And are there birdmen up there waiting? You still your breath and listen for any movement, but hear only the wind whistling through the pass. You grasp the rocks and try to climb, but it is too steep. You only manage to climb up a few feet before slipping back down. The pass lies open. There are no obvious traps, and no ways around. Oh, what was I going to try doing? Like, climb up this way? Yeah, of course we're going to walk up the pass. Why would I try climbing the rocks? Am I that paranoid? Apparently. The only way is forwards. You move cautiously along the pass. It is barely wide enough for 2 horses to ride abreast. The walls on either side loom high and threatening. Starlight pools around you. There is magic here. Looking upwards, you see the cliff edges look smoother somehow, as though loose rocks have been moved away from the cliff edge. Looking ahead, you see an arrow sticking out of the ground. Okay, well, you tug the arrow out of the ground, and how long ago it was fired is impossible to say, but it must have come from somewhere above. It's probably those hooved goat creatures. That's what we had experience with before. Is anyone there? Your voice bounces around the rock walls, mocking you. Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Is anyone? Is anyone? Is anyone there? So much for a stealthy approach. You pace along the narrow path. Alright, it's gonna be a trap. Everyone knows this. Let's just see what happens. The end of the pass is almost in sight. Thin shadows stretch along the high rock walls. You pause for a moment. There is a voice from overhead. Stay alert! We know he's here somewhere! Ooh. You press against the wall out of sight of the guard above, but then you hear a chink of armor. Other guards are moving into place on the other peak. Let's go! Oh no. You slip forwards along the unprotected... So my max stamina went down to 18. Why? Let's see. We're gonna read this and find out. You slip forwards along the unprotected path. Then you hear a small whistle and an arrow strikes you in the back. It pierces straight through your chest, inches from your heart. What? You stumble, gulping in great gasps as the arrow shifts inside your body. You are now in clear view, and the arrow in your body is slowing you down. You close your eyes and raise a prayer to the gorilla. Then you close your eyes and pull the arrow free. It comes out with blessed ease, though the wound it leaves behind is still cripplingly serious. Finally, you manage to patch up the wound before collapsing near the end of the pass. The middle of the day is hot. Everything goes black. What the hell? You finally wake, the sun further along in the sky. The wound is serious and will dog your adventure. But it seems the guards have left you for dead, and you are alive, and through the pass. Well, they're stupid guards. So, I wonder if it's going to take away max stamina. Interesting. You stagger out between sharp peaks, and then the pass opens and provides you with your first clear view of the Citadel's gate. After 23 days of walking and hardship, you've finally crawled to your destination. That's the destination. Woo. Even from here, you can see flocks of birdmen circling the towers, watching the ground below. The pass ahead is lined with guards. The Citadel is clearly on high alert. The Serpent's message has got through, it seems. A few carts rumble up the road from the east towards the main gate. You take a moment to drink in the sight. Mampang's walls are towering, and they march away on either side, guard turrets jutting against the dark blue sky. The fortress is the size of a small city, and has already wounded you. You scan the area for entry points. Looking east, a road approaches from distant lands. Heading that way would mean leaving the Citadel behind. Okay. Obviously the main gate's not gonna happen. The road from the east ends at the main gate. It is bound in strips of iron, and taller than most trees. Carts approach the gate in orderly fashion. Most are searched, emptied, and turned quickly around. Few are allowed into the yard. Guards armed with bows stand ready to cut down any unwelcome visitors. Following the wall away westwards with your eyes, you see a path following the stone wall of the keep. There may be another entrance that way. Time to make your choice, then. The gate is busy enough that it might be possible to slip through. No. Definitely going west. Look at this. What is this? This big opening? Yup. Or this huge... whatever happened here? Freaking... one of these things collapsed, clearly. Look at all these buildings. Cool, this place looks like it's gonna take a while, but we already got through this deserted nothing is happening out here land by making a beeline for it. I was thinking we're gonna have to, like... originally it's gonna go go all the way around, go all the way up here, maybe not, I don't know, those aren't paths, that's the river. But there's not a whole lot out here. So what we'll do next time is we will go the side path, for sure, and sneak through. I don't know if we can even get under here, or this random door off to the side, or maybe we can actually get all the way over here, I don't know. We'll try something, but we're definitely going westward. And we've got 15 stamina. We lost 2 of our max stamina, but 15 out of 18, I'll take it. So next time, the side path. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care. Goodbye.